the spawn that possibly broke the low level meta, and has become highly popular since it got added. This is the Exotic Cave. This spawn is located in Isabi, but it requires quest access. You will need to start a pirate stealth quest and do the pirate raids up until you gain 1500 points, and only then you will be granted access to the Exotic Cave to continue the questline into Raskakun. In these raids, you will face off against pirates, which are doable by low levels. I was doing it on a Paladin under level 70, and although it will be annoying, it is possible. And the reward is access to a pretty good spawn. I plan on making a quest guide for this in the future, so subscribe to the channel for that, and also to help me get to 10k subscribers. Once you have enough points, you get to the spawn by using a seashell right outside of the Isabi Depot, taking you to the Exotic Cave, where you will find exotic bags and spiders. Their damage is pretty low, which makes it great for easy hunting. The cave itself has 2 floors. Depending on your server, it may be split up separately to allow 2 players to hunt here. At least for low levels it's enough to hunt just 1 floor, but because they are so easy and good, some people still come here over level 200s to 300s. At that point, you do start needing both floors. The main reason they became so popular is their high and easy profit, starting off with them dropping platinum coins instead of gold, which is not common for this level range. Besides that, they also have some very common drops, like dark and green mushrooms, grey mana potions and garlic necklaces, making it so that almost every creature's value is between 200 to 800 gold, without counting their actual item drops of their asset pieces. This makes the spawn a high priority and it can be hard to get in your server, so you might have to think it twice before doing the access, or at least ask people around to see how contested it is. And because the access is quite time consuming, I didn't do it with multiple characters. However, what I did was do recordings at 3 different levels, 80, 100 and 160. The first one at 82 because you unlock great potions and that makes the hunt safer, but you can hunt before that just fine if you got tier 3 imbuements. At this level, with the skills 128 and fully imbued, my experience was around the 800k, hunting on AoE with burst arrows, getting around 120k profit the hour. However, a milestone to achieve on low paladins is level 100. That's because you get to unlock the first perk of the Wheel of Destiny for the augmented sharpshooter. What this first perk does, it allows you to cast support spells while you are Arutiro, which by the way, the sharpshooter spell you can get at level 60 and it boosts your distance by 40%, with a penalty of being strong paralyzed and unable to heal yourself with spells. And what this perk of the wheel does is that you're able to use haste to remove the paralyzed effect. You still won't be able to heal, but by being able to move away and kite, you get the benefit from the extra distance somewhat safer, and the lack of healing can be covered with tier 3 life leech imbuements in some spawns, making you even stronger. And if things were to get dangerous, you can still use great spirit potions to heal. I'm mentioning all of this because on this spawn is where you get the most out of this. The damage of the creatures is so low that only on the pulls with the exotic spiders I needed to be a bit more careful. Most of the times I still would Tito but use great spirit potions. At level 100 my experience was around the 1kk raw, and hunting with Utiro tempo will increase it over the 1.1kk. For the most part, the first floor is where you want to stay, but once you start to overkill it, then going down and doing the pull northwest and northeast is more than enough to sustain the hunt. And even if you don't get to have both floors, reaching 1kk in the first floor only is possible, and usually the second floor is just a bit worse. All of this was done with burst arrows because AoE hunting is highly recommended, but for the sake of more testing and to see what the peak of the spawn looks like, I came back with diamond arrows at 162 with distance 130, fully Utiro and hunting both floors. That got my XP up to the 1.5kk raw. I also got lucky with the mantles, making my profit look higher than it should be, but with that aside, it should be close to 200k the hour. Also, something worth mentioning, if you hunt -2, be it because you need both floors or you only had that floor to hunt, you will need a melee weapon. Any type works, because in order to do a lap, you need to cut down the spider webs on the right side. I recommend to get a cheap weapon that you can leave on the ground, as that makes using it on the spider web faster. And that's all I got for this video. It truly is a great spawn, so much so that I mostly leveled this paladin here, because you also get a lot of value of holding praise here. At least the exotic bags can be great in XP, loot and damage, so highly recommended to try, but if the spawn is too contested, then try out another one from this playlist. Thank you for watching, and a special thanks to the supporters of the channel, the Guild Causality, Night Star and Tuna Hero.